Hi Earthlings, and welcome back to Before the Goths. Guess who's back? Welcome back. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I took a break for the holidays, and now I am back, playing with the most iconic family, besides the Bachelors, I guess, the Goth family, the OG Goth family. In the first part, I kind of discussed the Bachelors and where Bella ends up, Bella Goth's life and what happens to her, as well as her family and whatnot. A lore dump of a part. Now, I am going to be discussing and lore dumping the Goth family, the OGs. The OGs, okay. I mean, we all know Bella as Bella Goth, but she is a Bachelor through and through, whereas Mortimer Goth is a Goth through and through. So we will be discussing and going through the lore of the Goths today. I will preface by saying I do recommend watching the first part to get all of the information on Bella and the Bachelors, because I'll kind of be mentioning but not going into detail some of the events like Bella's disappearance and whatnot. So if you want to hear more about that, I would definitely go check out the first part. But if not, no worries. Grab a drink, grab a snack, relax. This is going to be a yappy part. I'm going to be yapping your ear off, and I'm sorry about it, but I'm really not, because let's all be honest here, we love to hear the lore of the Goths. They are dramatic. They are crazy. They are mysterious, and I love it. I'm living for it. So those of you who do not know, The Sims is based on a timeline. The first 3 games anyway. The Sims 4, unfortunately, is confirmed to be based on a different timeline. EA messed up with that. Sims 4 is the black sheep of the family, let's say. So of course, Sims 3 comes first. Bella and Mortimer are children in this game, and then it goes to The Sims 1, where Bella and Mortimer are adults, and they have Cassandra, who is a child in that game, and then The Sims 2, where Cassandra has grown up to be an adult, Mortimer is an elder, and of course, the whole Bella Goth is missing plot happens in The Sims 2. I would presume that Bella would be like an elder, I guess, maybe, or about the same age, maybe about to turn into an older adult, But of course we do not know because she's missing. Before I get into the family, I do just want to read the Goth family bio real quick, and then of course I'll get into the meat and potatoes. So the bio is, the Goths have lived in town since time immemorial. The aura of gloom from the nearby cemetery suits them, but can a young boy named Mortimer grow up to be well adjusted in such a place? So it is 12:10 on a Wednesday, and, no one's home except for Cornelia. I think Gunther is around, because I had to reset some of their things like careers and whatnot, because I've been playing this save a little bit, and things have gotten reset, like they changed their jobs and all of that. Like, I'm pretty sure she's technically a self-employed bot maker. I don't really know why. We're just gonna really quick that. I did do a reset on the save recently though, so that if you see all of those people getting spawned, like the service sims and whatnot, just ignore it. I did a recent sweep just so there would be less lag for the gameplay. So, Mortimer Goth. How do I even begin? Of course, we're gonna start with Mortimer himself, but he's unfortunately at school at this moment, so... Oh, amorous hug. Y'all do not have a good relationship. Oh, they're becoming romantic. Okay, Based on the bio itself, it seems to me that, obviously the Goths have been around for a long time. They have been a part of founding Sunset Valley. But of course, the whole gloom and doom of the family kind of seems like it might be a problem for Mortimer, and, I understand that. I like how she just got creeped out by her own, like, she's disappointed from giving mixology advice to mixologist. Some Sims just hate it when they blow a chance to impress others. Well, maybe if you weren't a freaking idiot. Like, come on, Cornelia. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Okay, I'm gonna have her make a salad just because I feel as though, not that she would really eat salads. I don't see Cornelia Goth eating a salad. So, of course, we got Gunther Goth, who is Mortimer's father, Cornelia Goth, who is Mortimer's mother, and then they have 3 cats. Jinx, Midnight, and Luna. I also do want to mention that I am playing in a revamped version of Sunset Valley by Plumbob95. If you're interested, I will of course put it in the description below, as well as my reshade that I am using. I am flip-flopping between a bunch of them just because of the... Please don't crash. Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared of my game crashing. Just because I'm indecisive of the way that I want my game to look. So Mortimer Goth, he is artistic, grumpy, and ambitious. He likes the color black, likes French toast and classical music. I don't exactly see him. Oh, he's gonna go over Bella's after school. Sure, why not? I don't exactly see him being into classical. I feel as though maybe he would be into pop runk. Excuse me? Punk pop. Pop punk? Pop punk. Pop punk? Help. Help, I don't know the English language. Pop punk and metal music, I guess. But you know, classical's not a bad genre, so you can't bash it till you try it. Am I right or am I right? He also comes with, as if this is like a meal. He also starts out with logic skill level 1. Of course, he has fishing level 2 just because of, you know, I've been playing the save for a little bit. So I did actually corrupt one of my saves when I was playing. So that's why we're going into Leisure Day again. Because I know that we have played Leisure Day with the Bachelors, but of course, you know, I corrupted my save. So it is what it is. Mortimer Goth's biography is: the Goth's strong marriage has produced a healthy boy named Mortimer who has all of his parents' best traits and a great shot at growing up to be well adjusted. I'm not sure how much I believe that just because of his environment. But you know what? Damn! Why is this bus taking so damn long? Okay. Goddamn. Just because of his environment and who he's growing up with, you know, 2 grumpy parents and whatnot. He starts out as a child and he lives with his father and mother. Now, of course, since you don't have pets in the base game, our 3 cats are not a part of it. Is anyone even home? Hello? So I'm coming over to this bitch's house and she's not even home. Okay, hey Leighton, hey. I'm just gonna do my homework at her house then, I don't know. Wait for her to get home, I guess. How did we get here before Bella did? Didn't she come out of the same school? What? They live in a gigantic, large Gothic mansion. I mean, it's not gonna look the same, but they still do live in a ginormous mansion. Look how freaking crazy this estate is. We got a whole pond. We have their cemetery, the popular Goth cemetery. We have a little backyard, a pool, a garage. We got a little terrace up here and we got a little lounge area, which is cute. Then if we go down here, which you can't really see, so I'm just gonna turn all lights on real quick. We got a little instrument area, hangout, library type thing. We got a dominoes table, you know, game area. Then of course down below there we have Mortimer's room, who has a game room right next to his room, which is actually insane. He has a little painting easel, which because he likes to paint. Then we got 2 separate main bedrooms, which makes me believe that Gunther and Cornelia sleep separately, which I mean makes sense since their marriage is lacking. And then we got Cornelia's little office area here, her studio, 2 bathrooms up here, 3 bathrooms up here, the main living room over here, and then a separate living room back here with a chess table and whatnot. A little seating area, book nook type thing over here. Gunther's office, the ginormous freaking kitchen, holy shit, and then the laundry room, which is combined with this little bathroom. And then the garage. Don't ask me about the relocation rover. Am I okay? The relocation rover, because I sincerely do not know how we got it. Cornelia was driving it as soon as I came into the save. Don't ask me why. I literally do not know. So Mortimer starts out as a B+ student. Since the save has been running for a while, he is an A, which is cute. Of course, he would be doing good in school. Although, honestly, I feel like he's just so misunderstood. I feel like he would have bad grades, but maybe that's just a stereotype, you know? Just comes with the stereotype of being broody. He likes to read and paint, which is kind of interesting. That's not a normal thing that a little boy would be into, I guess. I feel as though video games and bars maybe, but again, you know, Everyone's different. He actually has the same interests as Bella Bachelor, which makes sense because they're best friends. And he's also close to Michael. So I guess, you know, he's like a second brother. A second brother. He doesn't have any siblings. A brother. He's like a brother to him. And then, you know, he's actually close with some of his classmates, not like friends with any of them just yet. No one can replace Bella Bachelor, of course. Now, he always seems a little grumpy and angry or in a bad mood. Of course, you know, statistically, it's from his grumpy trait. But I'm just gonna say for like story purposes, since, you know, his entire family has the grumpy trait, it just rubs off on him a little bit. It also doesn't seem to me like he has a very lively childhood. Of course, you know, besides being involved with like Bella Bachelor and Michael, you know, his life is like lackluster a little bit. And I also feel like he's not that close to either of his parents, although obviously the game disagrees with me. But there's just something about the whole thing that's a little off, you know? I don't know. The whole family dynamic is not family dynamicing, if that makes any sense. Probably not, but you know what? It's fine. Now moving on to The Sims 1, Mortimer is an adult in that game, and he is married to Bella, of course, our cutie patooties. They are best friends when they're younger, and then they grow up to be together, which is freaking adorable. In my honest opinion, I love friends to lovers trope. Ugh, love it. Childhood friend trope. What is it? I don't know. Whatever. You know what I'm saying. Now, in the Sims 1 default world, they live in a large Gothic house on 5 Sim Avenue. Of course, the theme runs in the family, so they will always be in that large Gothic themed house. And you know what? Living for it. He likes to play chess, read books, water the plants, and apparently mourn at the tombstones, which is really interesting to me because that's really freaking weird, but who am I to judge? Am I right? He is a goth. His literal last name is Goth, so I can't necessarily be mad about it. Will they get mad at me if I grab some green salad or a yogurt, maybe some soup, bread and jam? I'm gonna grab a yogurt, see if they get mad at me. Although I'm best friends with Bella, so maybe not, but who knows? Maybe Michael will yell at me. So Mortimer actually starts out in the science career and is only a test subject, which is level 1. I've heard that he actually worked in the entertainment career in The Sims 1, but that was never mentioned anywhere, so I don't know what happened to that. I'm not sure where I got that information. Maybe I was watching a video or something. I'm not really sure, because most of this information comes from The Sims Wiki, but I also have watched multiple videos. They didn't yell at me for eating the yogurt. Why are we asking Jocasta for a bedtime story? It is 9 p.m. I'm gonna head home now, if y'all don't mind. Where's Bella so I can say goodbye to her? Friendly hug. I like how the friendly hug is like against his morals or whatever because he's grumpy. I do want to point out that Mortimer does grow out of his grumpiness when he gets older, so I guess Bella and his family just make him that happy, which is freaking adorable in my honest opinion. We're gonna hug Bella, tell her goodbye, because I don't think I could actually tell her bye. We're gonna head on home because it's 9:35 at night and we don't got time for that. Oh, Luna and Midnight are all over here, and then we got Jinx as well. They're all crowding. I guess they like Gunther. The one time that I thought that we were getting a haunting, it's a freaking burglar. I can't deal with this. Gunther, wake up. Call the police. We hurry this the fuck up. Wake up. Wake up. At least we have a long driveway. Cornelia, get up. Cornelia, please call the police right now. Fight? Oh my god, he's gonna go fight him? Hell yeah, Gunther, get him. Literally get him right now. What? I find that getting ahead in your career is really attractive. That's crazy. No, fuck off on the burglar. Go fight him right now. Yes. That's what I thought. Yeah, get arrested, Lacey Rockwell. Get arrested. Bye, bitch. Bye. Is he turning off the lights? Since when was that a thing? Oh. What? Since when was that a thing? Oh my god. Simon. Please, Simon Crumplebottom, which is Cornelia's father. You're not playing soccer. Stop. Everyone stop. No, you're not gonna go shuck a bra with your father. Go to sleep. I'm dead. Not Mortimer. Just, dude. Not Mortimer fully asleep right now. What? Love is blossoming between BB and Leighton. Jocasta's not going to be happy about that one, that's for sure. Leisure Day! I'm excited for Leisure Day. We're going to be able to see a Goth family leisure day. Isn't that exciting? Maybe we'll throw a pool party since we have a pool in the back. Okay, Mortimer's awake at 5:30 a.m. Right. So we're gonna move on to The Sims 2 from The Sims 1. And this takes place in Pleasant View, which is one of the default worlds that comes with the game. So Mortimer's an elder now and has made a pretty successful life for himself in his science career. He's retired, you know, living the best life. Well, trying to live the best life that he can. And between The Sims 1 and 2, Mortimer and Bella had a son named Alexander, who is a child in this game. So it's Mortimer, Cassandra, and Alexander, and they all live in a large Gothic house, of course. Cassandra is now engaged to John Lothario, the town player. Which Mortimer disapproves of pretty heavily, but still allows them to marry in the backyard when you first load up the Goth household. And fun fact, if you play out the day, Don actually leaves Cassandra at the altar like the little sleazeball that he is, because he has commitment issues and all of that jazz, which are we surprised? No, of course not. But also, not only that, why are you thinking about babies, Mortimer? That's too much. But I'm gonna have Mortimer serve breakfast. I don't know Mortimer. Gunther. I'm gonna have Gunther. I also don't know if he's gonna burn the house down. He might, but it's fine. Another reason that Don Lothario rejects Cassandra at the altar is because he is actually involved with 3 other people besides Cassandra. So Kaylin Langerak, who is the Pleasant family's maid, and actually funny enough, relevant in The Sims 3, Mortimer actually knows her, I think. Yeah, Kaylin Langerak. Isn't that funny? So she grows up to be the Pleasant family's maid and has an affair with Don Lothario, as well as the Pleasant family's father. I don't remember his name. Daniel Pleasant. Yeah. So she definitely does not pick well when it comes to guys. Then, of course, Dina and Nina Caliente are also involved with Don Lothario. The Caliente sisters are the new and cute gals in town that arrive and basically put their noses where they don't belong, including injecting themselves into the Goth family where they do not belong. That's for sure. We learn that Mortimer is actually dating one of the Caliente sisters, Dina specifically, which is just like crazy to me, because not only was Dina married to Michael Batchelor, Bella's brother, who may or may not have died from old age, but in the game it says he died from old age, but he was married to Dina Caliente. Let's be honest here. She probably poisoned him or something. She's also dating Mortimer, presumably for the same reason, which is to get that money. And she's also seeing Don Lothario, obviously, like I said. So she's not a faithful woman, and she's not, you know, dating Mortimer with good intentions either. So Dina has a want to marry a rich sim, and when you play her household for the first time, the game literally tells you she wants to marry Mortimer for his money. It literally, like that little story note that pops up when you open the game or the household for the first time, the Caliente household, it literally says, get right on that. Dina wants to marry Mortimer because he's rich. And of course, you know, it gets stranger than that. You know, get your snack, get your popcorn, because it's getting juicy. It gets stranger because Bella is missing. They are such cutie pies together, Nancy and Jeffrey. I don't believe you, but okay, sure. Before we, you know, get into this whole thing, I do want to have her throw a party before it gets too late and I forget. We're going to invite Vita. We're going to invite Bella, of course, Michael, Agnes, of course. We're going to invite Nancy, but not Jeffrey because we hate Jeffrey. Malcolm. We'll invite Kaylin, Thornton Wolf, just so there's, you know, a few people that we can get to know here. Liliana Langerak. Yeah. Okay. I think that's good enough. We don't need all those people. And I'll do 2 p.m. and swimwear, and I'll do pool party. Yeah. Okay, cool. Pool party will start at 2. We're going to buy a buffet table, a pool lounger. Ooh, that would actually be perfect. Oh, okay, Cornelia. Getting the attention of Thornton Wolf. He is so hot in this game. I don't know what skin I have and what I did, but he is so smexy in this goddamn game. I think it is outdoor activities. If we can find a pool lounger. Okay. Oh, you know what? It might be in build mode. No. Nay. Pool objects. Hello. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna get a few of these. So she, of course, wants to use it, which obviously. I'm also just gonna put one in Gunther's inventory. Shy Kiss. You think this is gonna work out for her? Because I feel as though it might not. Oh, it worked. Interesting. Okay. They're getting along. No way is it raining. It's raining. What the frick? Not it raining on leisure day. Should I cheat it? It's gonna be sunny. It's leisure day. Leave me alone. I'm sorry for cheating. Please forgive me. But I can't have it be raining right now. Nay. Nay. Anyway, to get into the meat potatoes, okay? Yes, it gets stranger than, you know, Dina Caliente and all that because Bella's missing, right? Right. Confirmed to have been abducted by aliens. But do you know who's related to aliens? Dina and Nina, okay? You know who had just arrived in town? Dina and Nina. You see where I'm going with this? I would put my money on them if it weren't for the fact that she was last seen with Don Lothario on his deck. You heard me. Cassandra's sleazeball fiance, Don Lothario. Don's memories show that he tried to make a move on Bella, but got rejected. Literally trying to cheat on his fiance with her mom. Weird as fuck, but okay. And of course, you know, Bella's too classy for that. She's like, nay, you will not be doing that to my daughter. Fuck off. And then, you know, they're seen looking through a telescope together. But after this, Bella vanishes. And that is the last time anyone has seen or heard from her. I know. Sus. I do go deeper into the theories in part 1 and all of that. But basically, some of the theories are, you know, Dina and Nina joined together to take Mortimer out for money. The same thing that they did to Michael Bachelor, which would make sense. Okay, Simon, welcome to the party. Of course, she's gonna relax like the cutie patootie that she is. I love her so bad. Also, we did not invite you, Dustin, but okay. Ooh, Gunther. Okay, $1,400 for first time off. I like how Cornelia was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go relax. Compliment from Michael Bachelor. Damn, he's swooping in, trying to get Cornelia. Okay. So apparently, Mortimer was working on some life elixir, and in order to stop him from, you know, being successful in the science career as he already was, as well as just, you know, because he was rich, they decided to off Bella, someone that he cared about a lot, just to like, you know, warn him, scare him, so he'd stop his work. That's one of the theories. Of course, you know, the second one is that Nina, Dina, and Dawn teamed up and like he lured Bella so that they can abduct her. There's also another one that Mortimer was involved because one of his memories in the Sims 2 is that when she's abducted, Cassandra's memory of her getting abducted is a negative memory. But for some reason, Mortimer's memory of Bella being abducted is positive. To me, I don't like it is sus. It's a little weird, a little creepy, but I think it's because he's so fascinated with science that he just is blinded. He thought it was cool because for the most part, when the Sims get abducted by aliens, they come back. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he just thought it was cool, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she was fine and like whatever. And that she was going to come back. So his initial thought was like, oh, that's cool that she got abducted. He doesn't know what aliens are like. He doesn't know that it was with bad intentions or whatever. So who knows? So with that, you know, that whole plot, we're moving on to Cornelia. Cornelia Goth. Cornelia Crumplebottom actually is her maiden name because she's a freaking Crumplebottom. Isn't that crazy? Related to the Agnes Crumplebottom. You want to see her family tree? I'll prove it to you. Simon Crumplebottom, Prudence Crumplebottom, parents. Agnes is her sister. Isn't that freaking insane? Agnes Crumplebottom, the Crumplebottom. Go swim here and try to salvage this marriage. He's painting alone by himself like a little loner that he is. That is very unfortunate. No, come say hello. Anyway, Cornelia Goth. She is unflirty, neat, a perfectionist, charismatic, and of course, grumpy, as all Goths are. Oh, Simon just disappeared in front of our eyes. Go dive. I want to see if she can pull it off. That's not a dive, but sure. Splash this man. Have fun with him. Hold breath contest. Have some sort of relationship with him, please. She likes violet, grilled salmon, and French music, which is kind of cute. And I also think it's supposed to be custom music, but it's French. So she is currently unemployed, a stay-at-home mom, if you will. Although she doesn't like to be defined by those titles. It's 4 p.m. and he's getting tired. Someone have him take a nap. Her lifetime wish is the perfect garden, which is the same as Jocasta's. But it just doesn't make any sense on why she'd be into having a garden, because doesn't have any gardening skill and it doesn't look like she has a garden on the lot. So I don't know, man. Well, it seems like the party was pretty okay. Not a killer party, but it was solid. Hey, nice party. I have to leave now, but thanks for inviting me. I had a good time. Yes, Cornelia's party was awesome, verging on epic. Sims all around town will be talking about this one for years. So Cornelia starts with painting level 6 as well. And her biography is Cornelia Goth is Gunther's perfect counterpart. Impeccably mannered and refined, but not snooty. So she's not, you know, she comes from the crumple bottom family, of course, but she's not like snooty or snobby like Nancy might be. They're having so much fun still. I don't want it to end, so I'm just gonna keep it going, even though Mortimer does have school in the morning. So Cornelia starts as an adult, and of course she lives with Gunther, her husband, and her son Mortimer. She looks like an icon. Like if you see her outfits, she looks like someone who is always dressed really well. She's of course rocking that purple hair and stylish every day. Honestly, I was gonna say everyday outfit, but like all of her outfits are pretty cute and stylish. I love her purple hair. Of course, it's violet because she likes violet. And despite marrying into, of course you burnt them, because why wouldn't you? So despite marrying into the Goth family, she kind of fits right in considering like how she dresses and that she's like a grumpy bitch like the rest of them. So like I said, she's a stay-at-home mom, which is kind of surprising because she doesn't seem like the type to want to stay home and watch her child. She seems like she is gonna go out and work. But again, to each their own, I guess. Like I said before, she likes painting, hence level 6. And her studio, is that Gretel? God. Gretel Goth, what the frig? Gretel Goth is Gunther's mother. She doesn't have a great relationship with Mortimer. Oh my god, why do I keep calling him Mortimer? Help. Despite their bio saying they have a strong marriage, like they don't even have enough relationship to woohoo. Who's next? First we got Gretel, who's next? Prudence, your mom. The mothers are out tonight, apparently. But yeah, Cornelia and Gunther don't even have enough relationship to woohoo, which like, hello? Have you seen Cornelia? I'd jump her bones if I could. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She is so gorgeous. She's so hot. I'm thinking since he's such a workaholic that he just neglects her, which like, what is with these neglectful men? No wonder she's so grumpy. Justice for Cornelia. Am I right or am I right? First we got Simus who neglects Jocasta. Now we have Gunther who neglects Cornelia. I mean, you'd think they'd be different or they'd learn. But no, everyone needs to go to sleep. Go to slumber. Both of Cornelia's parents, Simon Crumplebottom and Prudence Crumplebottom, are buried in their little graveyard on the property. So here is Simon and here is Prudence. It's so sad to see what Agnes grows up to be. She has so much potential in life and I just feel so bad for her. If you'd like to hear me talk about the Crumplebottoms in like a lore dumb video, let me know because I would totally be down to do that. Her and her sister are besties, as well as Cornelia and Vita also. They're pretty good friends as well. I do want to point out that in certain promo pics, Bella Goth and Cornelia Goth are both seen like dabbling in some magic. It makes sense because like they just would be into the occult world. They're so surrounded by it in the first place. And I mean, they're just that iconic. They are just that iconic. Like, let's be honest. I might want to take that a step further in the series and like make her a witch or something. Maybe I'll have Cornelia like dabble in alchemy or something along those lines. I don't know if you can become a witch, but I could totally see if I can make her a witch of some sort. I think that'd be so cool. Who's coming out now? Victor? Yep, Victor Goth, which is Gunther's father. I can't with all of these ghosts. I cannot. They just want to have them around all the time because, you know, graveyard, personal graveyard. They have a personal graveyard in every single game. Sims 1, 2, and 3. Who the hell? Victor, can you not? Like, we are trying to sleep. We are trying to sleep, Victor. Please. Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Seriously? Oh my. She's running out of the room. She's like, help. Help, get me out of here. Where is she going? Cornelia, sweetie, it's gonna be okay. What just happened? Everyone got a good night's sleep. She's passed out on the couch. So in The Sims 1, Cornelia is an adult. Since adults were both young adults and adults combined into one, so technically she's like on the older side of adult, but still an adult. And she lives with her husband Gunther and their 2 cats. Same girl, same. Hecuba and Menelaus. What the fuck are these names? Why are they so iconic though? Like, I don't know. Everything about the Goth family is just so good. She's the founder of the SimCity Bridge Society. You know, I love that for her. Woman power. Founder of the SimCity Bridge Society. You know? And her hobbies include high tea, which I would not have ever guessed that would be one of her hobbies, but okay. And phrenology. Weird, but okay. Like, okay, she would be into school science. It's just so specifically weird. She has a friend called Buffy Snooty Patootie, which speaks for itself, in my opinion. I'm not even going to elaborate on that. And it seems she still is a housewife, but her relationship with Gunther has gotten better compared to The Sims 3, thankfully. I'm guessing once Mortimer moved out, they started making up for all the years that they missed together because they were totally focused on their kid, right? Right. I'm gonna wake this poor girl up because she does not deserve this. She probably got a bad night's sleep on this couch. She looks cute as heck though. I love her outfits. Oh, who just vomited? Oh my gosh, Luna. Luna, please. Oh, great. And Jinx is the one that's gonna go sit on Cornelia, which is gonna give us fleas. Great. Great. Moving on to The Sims 2. Cornelia is deceased in this game along with her husband Gunther. Their cause of death, though, is fire, which is a little suspicious because it's alluded that they died in separate fires. How and why and what and who? Because this makes no sense. Either that or they were just like horrible cooks and lit the house on fire twice. I mean, we all know that they're not good cooks, but Jesus. She was an elder when she passed away, and her aspiration was knowledge, which checks out because she was studying phrenology. I love that she just yelled at Jinx, like, absolutely not. You have fleas, you freak. Get away from me. We're gonna get fleas. I don't want to get fleas. So moving on to Gunther Goth himself. And Gunther is a workaholic, brave. Oh, he is brave. Okay, that's why he was fighting the robber. He's frugal, grumpy, of course, and charismatic. He likes black, spaghetti, and French music, same as Cornelia, and he is an Aries. I could see him being a fire sign. I really could. It just makes sense. Why do they always go to eat outside? It pisses me the F off. He is a CEO in the business career, which is level 8. He is one away from mastering the business career. And his lifetime wish is Renaissance Sim, which is reach level 10 with 3 different skills. He is an overachiever, and a workaholic. So I definitely would understand that. Me. Yeah, me too, Gunther. Ooh, maybe he should get a massage. Yes. Okay, massage. We'll do a relaxing Swedish massage. I cannot speak today. Anyway, his biography is, you could tell just by looking at him that Gunther Goth comes from old money, but he doesn't seem arrogant or greedy, just comfortable with the fact that he has been rich all his life. Yeah, he doesn't seem too greedy or arrogant. He's a little arrogant, but he's more so humble. He's definitely on the humble side. And he starts out as an adult, of course. He lives with his wife. He lives with his wife Cornelia and their son Mortimer, like I've said like 16 times already. Just reiterating it. The Goth family actually founded parts of Sunset Valley, and the land grabs had built it up. So the Goths aren't necessarily the head of the town. That responsibility is more so on the land grab and Alto families, but I would say like the Goths still have a lot of influence. They still hold power in this town just as the land grabs and Alto family would. Gunther is a workaholic that doesn't really know what it means to take a break, and that is very detrimental to his family life. His family resents him a little bit for that, and I would say more so Cornelia, because actually, no, I would say more so Mortimer. He tries so hard to look up to his father and get his attention and his approval. But of course, you know, what are you going to do? He's always working. It seems like Gunther doesn't really give a shit about his wife, although even though he seems like he wouldn't be a good dad, I feel like he kind of would at the same time. Like, I don't know, like in some circumstances, I feel as though he would be a good father. I feel like Gunther and Cornelia would be good parents, but also bad parents, like letting Mortimer? Wow. Maybe I should stop. Like letting Mortimer grow up too fast and not being there for him in certain life moments, you know, treating him like an adult, saying, oh, you can do this on your own, it's fine. And come to think of it, he really can't, you know? They leave him alone a lot. They don't give him much guidance. They're really cool about a lot of things, which for the most part is okay, but, you know, it can also be really detrimental. Call a repair technician, because it won't be me. Will not be me repairing that. Of course, Cornelia is also like in her paintings, 100%. Like there's no way that she's not super duper involved in working, quote unquote, as well. I also think I would want her to be in the self-employed painter career, maybe. Apparently, when you first load up their family for the first time, he doesn't know Agnes. I don't know if that's true, but anyway, he does know her now. They just don't have like any relationship at all. So I guess Agnes is not coming over much, which is kind of crazy because she's Cornelia's best friend, or like really good friend, and like they're close. So Cornelia must not be bringing her over to the house much. Probably because she knows that Agnes doesn't like Gunther. And you know what? A lot of people would not like Gunther. Gunther is an acquired taste, as we skipped him playing with this freaking headset. So moving on to The Sims 1, Gunther starts as an adult in this game. Of course, as I said before, young adult and adult are the same. So he's like on the older side of an adult. He lives with Cornelia and their two cats, Hekiba and Menelaus, like I said. He is way too classy to go to the diner. Where's the bistro? Bistro. Oh, of course, across town with others. Vita. Sure, why not? Let's go, Vita. Why not? He becomes a founding father of whatever town The Sims 1 is based in, which has made him really rich. Holy crap. That's loud. But this man has gone from founding some parts of Sunset Valley to a whole town. Good for him, honestly. He is also a dean in the education career track, which is interesting because he's a businessman right now in Sims 3. So maybe he decided the business life was just not for him anymore. Or EA just got confused. You know, they do that a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised. But the education career in The Sims 3 isn't included in the base game. It comes with ambitions, so that might be why. And like I said before with Cornelia, their relationship has improved since The Sims 3. Oh my gosh, girl. I don't know what that is, but it looks good as hell. Ooh, that looks so cool. What? Okay, go to the bathroom, girl. What the freak? You are talented. A busboy tripped and knocked his entire cart of desserts all over you. Do you want to yell at him or be kind? He is not like that. We're going to be kind. The busboy apologizes profusely and assures you that your meal will be on them. Additionally, you're given a complimentary group serving of their finest baked angel food cake to take home. Yay! Okay, baked angel food cake. I've never had that before. It looks really good though. Baked angel food cake.
5 videos matching baked angel food.
Have you ever looked up certain recipes in The Sims, like to see if they're real? Some of them look real freaking good. Where is he? Hold on. Anxious to advance. You're on the honor roll. Ooh, hey VJ. Michael's friend, quote unquote. I love that it's sunset at 9 p.m. Wishing that was how it was for me right now, but no, of course, it's winter. So moving on to The Sims 2, Gunther is deceased in this game along with his wife Cornelia. Both of them, like I said, died from a fire, separate fires, suspicious as hell. and he is buried in the new Goth home with Cornelia and his parents, Victor and Gretel, his father-in-law, Simon Crumplebottom, and his sister-in-law, Agnes Crumplebottom. He was an elder at the time of his death and had the popularity aspiration, which is understandable considering how charismatic he really is. He's a businessman and all, so you kind of have to want to be popular if you don't like people and you're a businessman. I mean, I guess that can coincide, but I just don't think it'll end super well. But who am I to judge? Am I right or am I right? Who knows? Everyone's different. Who in God's green earth is Paulo Perry? And where the hell did he come from? Oh, the technician. I can't. He's like fucking taking a dip in our pool. Interesting. Okay. So the Goth mansion in The Sims 3. So this one in particular. I mean, not this exact one because this is not the base game one. But the Goth mansion in The Sims 3 is the original Goth home. Since Gunther had passed in a fire, it's theorized that he burnt down the OG mansion, so like the Sims 3 mansion, or died in a big fire that had occurred there. Now, if Cornelia died in a separate fire, she probably knocked over a candle or like burnt some food and passed away from that fire within this same home. And then it's speculated that the OG mansion, this one, was then reconstructed to home Mortimer, Cassandra, and Alexander later on in The Sims 2. Although obviously like moved since they live in Pleasant View and not Sunset Valley. Now, of course, Gunther is not the only Goth in his family tree. As you can see here, Victor and Gretel had Gunther, but Gunther is not their only child. So I'll put on the family tree now. Samuel and Victor are brothers, and they start the legacy. Samuel doesn't have any kids, so the legacy stops there for him, and obviously Victor goes on to have Gunther, and so on and so forth. So Victor Goth is obviously Gunther's father, who is deceased in pretty much every timeline. He's also a workaholic. Oh! I'm dead. He's like, Dad, please, fuck off. We learned that Victor is also a workaholic and a businessman. Definitely holds up to the Goth name. It seems that Gunther has definitely taken after his own father. Greta Goth is Gunther's mother, who is also deceased in every timeline. Something funny I noticed is that although Greta's lifetime wish is to live in the lap of luxury, which she's definitely achieved being a Goth, that is basically the only thing similar between her and Victor. They don't mesh well at all since Victor is unflirty and Greta is flirty. Obviously, it's a thing to run in the family that Goths are unflirty. Wow, look at how cool that is. She's going to sleep in the same bed. Is this progress? I don't think so. Considering I'm making it so it's not progress. Every time I get something from anywhere, like any food from anywhere, I always forget that it's in my Sims inventory and then it spoils. And now we have spoiled angel food cake instead of nice, perfect, yummy angel food cake. And now I'll never get to have them eat it. So Victor and Gretel are the exact opposites. And although opposites can sometimes like attract in certain circumstances, I don't think that's the case for these two. It seems to be a theme in this family that the husbands and wives just don't get along very well, which proves my point that opposites are not in fact attracting here. I am going to have her really quick hire a maid. Cleaning your house would be my pleasure. I'll be there in no time to get it cleaner than it's ever been before. It better be, bro. Otherwise, we're gonna have a freaking problem. I'm kidding. Anyway. Oh, bills. Cute. 2,000. Just a measly 2,600. It's fine. We're rich. It's fine. I think in this case, Cornelia and Victor, oh my god, and Gunther, Jesus, I just want to call Gunther every other person other than Gunther. I think Cornelia and Gunther are the most similar in the Goth family tree, if I'm being honest. They're both grumpy, you know. Yeah, they're both charismatic. I don't know, it seems that they are definitely more on the similar side of things. So Samuel, Frida, and Olivia are all introduced in Supernatural. They live together with a medium named Helen. Samuel, who is Gunther's brother, eventually dies from eating a magic jelly bean, which is honestly the most iconic. Ew. But why is that me? Who took a picture of me and put it in this game? No, but yeah, why is that the most iconic death ever known to man? Dying by a magic jelly bean. Samuel's bio is Samuel is a goth through and through. Although known as a hardworking, ambitious man, Samuel also has a bit of an insane streak. Most people attribute this streak to his sudden marriage to a woman much younger and poorer than he. Samuel hasn't let his death from his favorite snack slow him down. He's still as ambitious as ever. He likes to attend events around town to make sure people know that even though he's less than corporeal, you know what? It's fine. He's still an important part of this town. He met Helen at a psychic convention and the two quickly became very good friends. When Samuel learned Helen didn't have a place to stay, he offered her a room, a little to the dismay of Olivia. So Olivia is Samuel's wife who passed away from accidentally electrocuting herself. Sorry, it's not funny. She was so distracted by grief for her husband that she accidentally zapped herself. But little does she know, and now she can be with her husband forever. So, I mean, win-win, am I right? Olivia's bio is, even with the difference in their ages and social standing, Olivia knew Samuel was perfect for her from the instant they met. It was easy to ignore the taunts that she only married Samuel for his goth family fortune. That was only one of the reasons. Olivia didn't even mind that Samuel's niece accompanied them to their new home in Moonlight Falls. Life became much harder when Olivia lost Samuel to a rogue magic jelly bean. After all, what kind of relationship could she have with a ghost? In her despondence, she accidentally shorted out the stereo and became a ghost herself. Olivia has since stayed away from most electronics and doesn't really like all the new gadgets Helen keeps bringing into the house. So Frida Goth is Gunther's sister. She moved in with her uncle Samuel after her family, so her parents and Gunther, tried to force her to marry a land grab, which I would have ran to, girl. That's scary. They're enemy families too, so really confusing. I guess they're not like super enemies, but they're not on good terms. Like Nancy, scary. I'm scared of her. Although to some people, Frida might not fit into the family, her traits definitely fit 100%. She's loner, commitment issues, a bookworm, perfectionist, and of course, grumpy. So she definitely fits right in personality wise. I would understand that she ran away because I wouldn't want to marry a land grab either. I wonder which land grab. I think I'm gonna have him throw a slumber party. We're definitely doing it. It's Saturday. Let's go. Let's go. Frida does seem happier in Moonlight Falls though, and I'm glad she stuck up for herself, even though she had a falling out with her family because of it. Her bio is, Frida has never been interested in love or commitment. So when her family suggested marriage to a land grab to tie the influential families together, she decided relocating was in order. While she hated the falling out with her brother Gunther, coming to Moonlight Falls with her uncle Samuel and his new bride Olivia seemed like the perfect fresh start. Things seemed great until Uncle Samuel's love for magic jelly beans caused his early demise. Olivia's heartbreak led to distraction, which in turn led to an electronic accident and fire, resulting in not just one ghost in the house, but 3. Frida has adopted well though, and being a ghost suits her just fine. So Samuel died from magic jelly beans. Then Olivia zapped herself to death. And then that caused a fire, which Frida died in. But it does hurt my heart that she had a falling out with Gunther. I'm sure Gunther probably felt guilty after hearing about her death and regretted not reconciling with her beforehand. Slumber party! I'm going to do 4 p.m. Pajamas, of course. We're going to invite Bella, Malcolm, of course, Kaylin, Isaac Sims. Isaac. What do you mean? It's too early for this party between 5 and 10. Oh, okay. Well, 5 p.m. then. Should make sure there's enough space for everyone's sleeping bags. There definitely is enough space. This is the Goth family mansion. They're all going to be sleeping right here probably. Who is this? Who is this hottie? Sally Vaughn. Oh, she is... You know what? No, she's pretty. Jesus Christ. The last thing I wanted to touch on is the family graveyard. So if we go over here, right, we got Simon, Prudence, Victor, and Gretel, right? And they all died of old age, as you could see like on their grave. Now, who is Lolita Goth? Okay, who is this? She died from electrocution. So different from the rest, but she has to be important enough to be in the mini graveyard. Now, Lolita is definitely not similar to the Goths in any way. Her traits definitely show that. But also, as I've shown in the family tree, she is nowhere to be seen up in here. She doesn't pop up in this family tree. She doesn't pop up in family trees related to the Goth family in any way, like on the wiki. People put her on the family tree just because she's a part of the Goth family in some sort of way, but not blood related. Why is she buried here then? Because the only relation between the Goth family and Lolita Goth is that she has the last name Goth. Her traits are bookworm, charismatic, childish, great kisser, and hopeless romantic. And her favorites are pop, cookies, and the color yellow. Nothing like what a Goth would seem like, right? Right. Is Gunther a murderer? Was she a previous wife? There's no information to hint at who she was, but she was definitely important enough in their lives if she's buried here. I think it's also a little suspicious that she had died of electrocution. Obviously, the Goth family are all grumpy and unflirty, yet she is a hopeless romantic and a great kisser and not grumpy. She's charismatic, loves books, a little childish even. Now, there's a theory that she could be the deceased first wife of Samuel, but others say it could be Gunther. So I think the first wife theory is pretty possible, that there was like an accident or maybe even a murder that caused her death. Whether that was Gunther's side or Samuel's side, I do not know. Maybe Gunther's parents were involved and they just didn't think that she was fit enough to become a Goth, so they took her out. I don't know, but definitely suspicious all around. Now, Lolita could also be a possible reference to the 1955 novel Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. This story is super dark and disturbing, but that seems to be the Sims team's favorite theme, so I wouldn't be surprised if Lolita Goth was based off that novel. That book has some really disturbing themes, so I'm not going to get into detail or anything, but basically it's about a man who is obsessed with younger girls after a tragedy he had gone through. So his preferences never matured necessarily, and Lolita is one of his obsessions. So the theory is that Samuel is the man that's obsessed with Lolita Goth, and Olivia is the wife, unbeknownst to her, that he has an obsession with this younger girl or whatever. So that's, that's a mystery, one of the theories. Obviously, it's never confirmed. It's just us trying to put all the pieces together. But honestly, I would have to give the Sims team a pat on the back for being this bold and also having such detail within the lore if this is all true. I also think I might do an entire video on Lolita Goth because these mysteries fuel my soul. Like little tiny mysteries here and there that are throughout the town and whatnot. Can you just please stop playing computer games because it's pissing me off? Oh my god, this is cute as hell. Are you joking? I love that they're just painting together. This is so cute. There is nothing that actually confirms who Lolita Goth is. We're kind of just left in mystery to wonder who the hell she is. I really, really believe that it is one of the Goth's first wives. So I'm just going to stick with that one. But that concludes the Goth family. There are definitely some things that I did not put in here because I don't think that they are important, I guess, or they're just not important enough to mention. So I probably missed some stuff. If I missed anything important, though, definitely comment down below. I will also have all of my references and where I found all of this stuff. It's the Sims Wiki, literally, if you want to go read about it yourself. So I'll put that in the description below, of course, as well as my reshade and the revamped Sunset Valley. I love playing with this save and seeing who Mortimer and Cornelia and Gunther are, like how they are. I can't wait to like progress their story. I'll probably play with them again in the next part and then shift back over to the bachelors because I'm trying to age Bella up and I don't want to miss her birthday. So, but I obviously want to play out this slumber party, of course. Let me know if you guys love these lore dump parts, because I know I do. Also, why does he look so fine? These are definitely really fun to make. They just take a really long time for me to gather research and all of that, but they are really fun to record. Comment down below another family that you might want me to dive into, like the crumple bottoms or the land grabs or the altos. I could also do Sims 2 families and Sims 2 lore. I'm so down for that. I'm gonna stop yapping because this part is probably super long already. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And again, if you want to see or hear about the bachelors and more about Bella Goth and her life, I recommend checking out the first part and maybe the second to just catch yourself up, or just to like find out some more cool information about The Sims. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.